Good morning, Big Spring Middle School, and happy Friday. It is January 10th, and today is a day 3. We don't have any birthdays today, but celebrating this weekend, Jacob, Tristan, Audrey, and Bentley all celebrate on Saturday, and Keegan will celebrate on Sunday. So if you see any of these students today, make sure you wish them a wonderful birthday. Just a reminder that this morning meeting in the LGR is anyone that needs to finish their iReady assessment for reading. So teachers have a list by grade level. Once the announcements are over, you may send students our way. And then we're preparing for next week's round of iReady testing. We're going to look at math. So again, just making sure you're coming to school on Tuesday with charged Chromebooks, earbuds, calculators. You'll need scratch paper and pencils, and then teachers need to supply formula sheets so that you have everything you need to be successful on the math diagnostic. Reminder, any 7th and 8th grade girls interested in spring soccer, you are meeting this morning in room 208, which is Mr. Ellerman's classroom. If you have to make up an iReady assessment, go to the meeting first, and then you can come see me in the LGR, and I'll get you started. Kiosk is open today during lunches, so if you have a stash of coins, make sure you take those with you. Just a reminder that the memory book cover contest is still open for your designs. If this is something you're interested in or working on, those will be due at the end of the month. Anytime that you finish them, you can give them to Mrs. Creek. She will take a hard copy, like if you draw it, or she will take a digital if you send it to her through email.
Hey Big Spring 6th graders, this is Mrs. Shover. Okay, let's try this again. So now you may come try out 6th grade chorus today, Tuesday, January 7, Thursday, January 9, or Monday, January 13th. The deadline is still Wednesday, January 15, where your parents have to contact guidance counselors. I cannot do that. So make sure they contact the guidance counselors. If you have any questions, email me or catch me in the hallway. Thanks for considering joining 6th grade chorus. Have an awesome day. Bye.
And it is day 88 of 180 days. And this morning we have a story from Mrs. Hinkle in 8th grade.
Hi, everybody. My name is Mrs. Hinkle, and I teach 8th grade. And this 180 Days of Connections is something that is an experience that I had, and Mr. Lavala and Mr. Kelly, who was 8th grade at the beginning of the year and then moved up to the high school. The topic was the strangest thing that's ever happened to me, and the strangest thing that's ever happened to me is also the strangest thing that's ever happened to Mr. Lavala and Mr. Kelly. So years ago, I was in college and I student taught here in Big Spring Middle School, actually in 8th grade in Mr. Kelly's math classroom. And we decided on a Friday to go to Subway for lunch. So we all rode together, Mr. Laval, Mr. Kelly, and myself, down to Subway for lunch. When we got there, there was a person or a couple in front of us in line ordering. They took a while to get checked out, for their sandwich to be made and checked out, but we were, trying to figure out what we wanted. We were talking amongst ourselves, so we didn't really know what was going on. Mr. Kelly and Mr. Lavala were still deciding what to get for lunch, so I went first. And I walked up to the counter and I said, "Can I have a 6-inch on Italian herbs and cheese, please?" And that was all I said, and the worker sighed, put their head down on the cutting board countertop, and just stayed there. And I turned around and I looked at Mr. Kelly and Mr. Lavala like, what do I do? And they looked at me and they were like, we have no clue. And this worker stayed with their head down for probably about a minute. And then they finally raised their head up and said, I can't do it. And I was ready to say, well, you can give me whatever bread you want. Like, it's okay, thinking that it was an issue with the bread, and it was not. This person took off their Subway stuff and said, I just can't do this anymore. I quit 2 weeks ago, and they called me in today, and he ushered us out the door, walked behind us, and locked the door. And we were left without lunch, so we went to Sailor's to get lunch, and that was it. And to this day, we have no clue why this person who quit 2 weeks ago went into work after they quit their job. We don't understand how they were just able to close the doors in the middle of the workday. But yeah, that was the weirdest thing that's ever happened to me.
Your precept of the day: if the wind will not serve, take to the oars. That's all of our announcements. Please stand. We'll do the alma mater, then the national anthem, and the Pledge of Allegiance. Have an awesome Friday and a lovely weekend, everyone.
Twilight's last gleaming, whose stripes and